the one, the only just David. Okay, everybody, how are you? What's going on? Happy Saturday, happy February. Yeah. Let me put this down. Sarah Fraser is texting us asking what we're doing. We are here. It is Patreon. We cannot speak to Sarah or see her at the moment. How are you guys? Happy February. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh, I know a lot of people think this season of RHOBH is boring, but I really loved this episode. I really have two things let's not spoil it. We'll get to all the other people that I loved in this episode when we get there. I love Dorit. This is really the season of Dorit. It's the season of Dorit. It's the season of the divorce. And this is the episode. This is the episode to me of Dorit. It's kind of like the penultimate episode. It's all coming out. We have more to go. You know, I love how it started. We show 2016. PK is professing his love to Dorit. Dorit is professing her love to her husband. I love a flashback. I mean, these editors, hi editors, this production company Evolution, so shady. And I mean that with all due respect. I mean, I love a flashback. And now we have Dorit who just doesn't get along with Lisa Vanderpump. And we have a flashback. And like, I know it's so subtle, but we all know that David Yontef from behind the velvet rope gets lost in the weeds. And I love a flashback that includes a little bit of LVP. Oh, and see twice, not once, but twice, we see Miss Vanderpump. I am sipping my coffee. I am sorry. I need it. Uh, Today is my last day in LA. Yay, David. I'm sorry. 5 weeks in one place is a lot for me. Yes, I am an adult with a lot of issues, and I need to be on the move. I am heading to the Hamptons. I don't know. It's where I am happiest. I just need to. I mean, what a month in LA, 5 weeks. The fires, the energy here has just been weird. I don't know how else to put it. It's just been weird energy, and I can't explain it. Like, it's so weird. I don't know if anyone else feels this, but my job really, if I'm not interviewing people in person, is to be in behind a microphone. And so really, I have days where I'm like, why don't I live in, I talk about this all the time in my life. I don't know if I've ever talked, why don't I live in Texas or Nevada, Vegas? Like, why don't I live in a state where you don't have to pay income tax? Because there are days I'm just inside doing this job behind a microphone. I mean, granted, you have to live there for 186 days. Florida counts. So I'm not doing this. I'm just, in theory, I have days where I'm inside, but it's still being inside here versus being inside in my Hamptons place. It's just it's you're just tense in LA. It is just tense, mind you. And this is not an ad. Anyone that needs a good air purifier, I got one. I started looking into one after these fires because my windows were closed and I'm like, I can still smell the smoke in here. And my eyes were tearing. I know everyone has been telling me in the comments, get the hell out of LA. Well, I am getting out, but I needed a good air purifier. So I'm like, hey, want to be a client. So Air Doctor Pro, seriously, AIRDOCTORPRO, airdoctorpro.com. If you use code Velvet, you get up to $300 off. I got one for here. It did change the whole game and help me stay here. And I now have one waiting for me back east because I kind of went down a little crazy rabbit hole and I didn't realize the air we breathe inside is 100 times more polluted than outside. And this is the number one air purifier on Newsweek. Really, it's not an ad, but if anyone wants an Air Doctor Pro or needs an air purifier, use code Velvet because I can get you $300 off. So that kind of saved me, but I just can't wait to get the fuck out of LA. Okay. But we have LVP in the flashback, so I'm just very stressed out basically, and I can't wait to just get back east. But and we then we see PK say we want to renew your values, we want to renew the vows, and Dorit says I don't know, we got it right the first time. And then we see the home invasion, and then look, it changed Dorit. Did the home invasion change Dorit? Is that how we got here? Did the fame and the money change Dorit? Probably all of the above. We'll get into fame and money later in the show. So we see that. We see them going to counseling. We see PK say, a lot of your stuff doesn't feel like PTSD to me. It just seems like you're being high maintenance. Look, I have no team in this divorce. I told you I had a great evening with PK. I really like PK and I really like Dorit. So I really have no team. I do kind of see like, I have a very low threshold for friends and people in my life that take something and I'm like, now you're milking it. Like, I'm over this emotional experience of yours. It was valid, but the reaction or where we are doesn't justify what actually happened to you. Now, you can't, that is gaslighting. You can't really tell someone to feel their emotions, but I actually get what PK's saying. But so he's saying it's enough, blah, blah, blah. Dorit says, if I have to go to war, I will go to war. And 1 week earlier, I love a flashback. Here we are, and we are in Beverly Hills. Darling, she, and everyone is doing everything. Erica Jane, we have a scene where she's getting the bill from Martin Lawrence Boyard, $37,000. Erica rolls her eyes and says, at least I don't have to hook on Sunset. Girl, 37,000. I mean, this man, first of all, I don't know what remodel would anyone cost that in LA or New York, but this man has done the Osbournes. He has done Kylie Jenner, RuPaul, and he has done my goddess, my number two of all time, Miss Cher. He's done all of Cher's places, not my style. His own Palm Springs house is gorgeous. Honey, I know it's 2,000 square feet, but 37,000, girlfriend, you got a fucking discount if that's your whole bill. Anyway, David, don't get lost in the weeds. Garcelle goes to Sutton. Sutton has a bar set up. Of course, darling. She is Southern and she will host like anyone's business. And she invites her to Augusta, which made sense to me. Of course, you're going to bring her. But then I didn't realize Miss Kyle came over and Kyle is invited as well to Augusta. So this is basically like, I mean, is this group so fractured? Like, is this the official cast trip? Sure seems like this is the cast trip, but it's fractured and we're not going to bring everyone. But Sutton lets us know that my mom, she likes Reba. Reba likes Christian more than she likes me. And she's always pointing out that Christian is in the Wall Street Journal and this and that. And Christian, and we learn later that so she was raised by a narcissist to marry a narcissist. That is often the case. You often marry your father or your mother. And she was raised by a narcissist and married a narcissist. And she also lets us know that she's was very concerned, Ariba, that Sutton would not have enough money to keep her in the lifestyle that she is used to. Um, I gotta be honest with you, 300,000 a month times 12, $3.6 million a year. I think that's enough. I mean, is it enough like for the rest of your life if you're Sutton? No, but I